Hi, everyone, and welcome to your Week 16 U.S. History launch. The progress so far in the course, we should have completed 2 projects. These projects were not too difficult. The next one will take more time, so I strongly encourage you to try to finish these soon, hopefully before Christmas break, so that you do have enough time to catch up and get back on pace with the rest of the group, because the U.S. expansion essay is a longer one. So the projects, the American History Mythbusters was due October 17th, and the Constitutional Convention was due on November 14th. Just a reminder about the Constitutional Convention, there is some confusion. For those of you who have not done it yet, you are to be looking in the first checkpoint. There should be resources of something about the role descriptions. You are picking one of those men that attended the U.S. Constitutional Convention, and you are going to be answering the final product. You're going to be doing it from the viewpoint of one of those men that you picked. So it is not your opinions on slavery and things like that. It is going to be from the perspective of the person that you picked. If you have questions, please reach out. Also, the focus areas, the ones that are bolded are the ones that are required to complete the course. And the one that is not bolded is an additional focus area that is not required. But if you want the highest possible grade of an A+ in the course, you will have to complete every focus area, including the additional. So I strongly encourage all of you to aim for the highest possible grade and complete those additional focus areas as well. Just a reminder that if you have not turned in one of the earlier projects that are past due, only submit the final product. You'll not be receiving any feedback from me on checkpoints because they are past due. The goal is to have you guys catch up and be working with the class. The reason for this is that projects are to be completed at my pace, okay? I can't be spending too much time going back with one person on the first project that chose not to start it for 3 months. So the goal is get them done, to submit only the final product. I will grade it for what it's worth. And then you need to get back on pace with the rest of the group and be working on this U.S. expansion essay soon. So focus areas are completed at your pace. Projects are to be completed at mine. I would like to invite all of you to the Summit Learning Lab. It will be Summit only on Wednesday, December 13th from 1 to 3 p.m. at the CPDLF building in Duncansville. So this is your opportunity. If you are somebody who is completely confused by the SLP, or your courses are difficult and you just feel completely lost, this is your opportunity to come in and get help. And we have just as much fun as this kid is having right now. We have that every single week in Learning Lab. So we typically have them every Monday and Thursday. This is a special SLP one that is going to be Wednesday, December 13th. So reach out to your learning guide or one of your instructors and let them know that you plan on coming. I believe we will be raffling off a couple Subway gift cards and Sheetz gift cards. So there's some incentive to come as well. Also, if you're somebody who lives a little bit further away and cannot make it to the building, we could still probably try to work something out with you that you connect virtually through a Zoom meeting or something, and we could still pair you up with a teacher to work with you. So please don't let it go much longer. If you're somebody that's confused, the help is here. You just have to ask. Attendance. In order to get perfect attendance each week, you should know by now that you have to watch this video once a week, every Monday, and submit work 5 days a week or end the week on pace. So last week was only a 3-day week, so you had to work 3 days a week or end the week on pace. So a shout out to Olivia, Gloria, Haley, Madison, and Brock for your perfect attendance last week. And also I'd like to welcome Hayden to the U.S. History course. So Hayden, you should be, I believe I sent you a message in the Summit platform to let you know where you should be starting your work. If you have any questions, though, please send me a hangout. To be on pace, you should be working on the U.S. expansion project, and we would be working on checkpoint 2, the results of expansion. So this is directly taken, this image right here to the right is taken right out of the checkpoint. It's what it looks like. You will be answering the question, what were the effects of U.S. expansion? So basically, what happened because of U.S. expansion? You're going to be writing one paragraph that will have a clear topic sentence, and it will relate to the historical question. What people are missing is at least 2 quotes from the document sets. So 2 quotes to serve as your evidence from the document sets. You want to make sure you're introducing your quote. You're not just putting a random quote and saying nothing about it. If you don't introduce it or explain it, it's really not good integration of your evidence, and then that will affect your final grade because you will be graded on integration of evidence. As you can see, that's one of the cognitive skills you'll be graded on. So this picture is the screen taken directly out of the Checkpoint 2. So you can see here's where you're going to be typing your response. Whenever it says about 2 quotes from the document sets, if you are confused what that means, look right over here. The ones that say resource are very, very important, and you cannot complete these activities without clicking into those document sets because that's where your evidence lies. So make sure you're opening the Lewis and Clark document set and the Native Americans document set. And then that is where you're going to be finding your evidence from to answer your question. The ones that say activity, this is just to help you. It's a graphic organizer. As you're reading through these documents, you could be typing your, finding your evidence and helping you along the way with a graphic organizer. So when you're confused about where to find the evidence, it's all right here for you. Okay, and then when you're done, making sure that you are going to hit request feedback and you are not clicking share. Some of you are clicking share and that does not actually submit it in the platform. So we don't really get notification of that. So if you want feedback, you have to hit the bottom button down here. A reminder, some advice to wait for feedback on checkpoints. I think some of you have really done a nice job with that this week. You've been taking your time, giving me a couple days to actually look at it and provide you guys with some quality feedback so that you can apply it to the next checkpoint. So continue to do what you're doing and wait for that feedback. If you haven't noticed, there's a new focus area layout, and I actually really, really like this one. I think it's not as jumbled as it was before, and it also gives a good example of the order you should be working in from top to bottom. So the very first thing you would do is this diagnostic assessment. You would just click start. You'll take it one time because it's just a pre-test. You do not have to pass it. It's just to let you know what you know and what you do not know. And then you want to look at your results of that diagnostic. If it's going to say you got 2 out of 2 right on objective 1 and you got 0 out of 3 on objective 2. So that would tell you that you need to study objective 2. So if you would click into objective 2, this is where the information that you can study, the videos, the resources, they will all be in here once you click into that objective. So work your way down through, take good notes, and then once you feel you are comfortable and can pass that exam, go ahead and request the content assessment. Also here, is students able to help? This is a pretty cool new feature. If you get a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10 on a focus area, you can actually put your name here as a student that can help, like a peer tutor. And so then other kids will be able to see that of like, oh, I can ask Chris for help, and they can actually message you. So if you're somebody who's like really, really smart and getting it, I think it's pretty neat that you can then offer help to your peers. Week 16 runs December 6th through December 12th. Remember that you should be submitting past due projects and focus areas to get caught up, and you are submitting only the final product. If you are somebody who is working on the past due projects, don't work on the checkpoints at this point. You should be working on the final product because you're not going to get that feedback anyway. To be on pace, you should be finishing the early 1800s in the West focus area and the U.S. expansion project. And a reminder that progress monitoring checkpoint number 3 is on Tuesday, December 5th. So to take a look at this, whenever we do the progress monitoring checkpoints, we take a look at your year view. And we want to pay attention to this vertical blue line. This is telling you basically what day it is in the platform. To be on pace, you would want everything to the left of this blue bar or blue line to be turned green. So this person is obviously somebody who has a lot of work to do to get caught up, and they have time to do that. So if yours looks like this, it's really not too bad. There's a lot of time left. Just start to work harder to turn some of these things green. If you are someone like Hayden or somebody new to the course, obviously yours is still going to be red, and that's okay. You do not need to complete everything that was to the left of the blue bar. You'll want to make sure you're reaching out to your instructors to see what exactly are the expectations that they have for you. And your reflection question for this week, I just want to know, what are your thoughts on the new layout of the focus areas? So this is really no right or wrong answer. I just need a answer, and just kind of tell me what you think about the new layout of the focus area. If you guys have any questions, please send me a hangout. Again, Christmas break starts, I believe, December 21st. You'll have about 2 weeks off. You probably have a much, much nicer, more relaxed holiday if you felt like you were caught up in your work. So I encourage all of you to try really, really hard in the next 2 to 3 weeks, get everything caught up, so that way there's no stress over the holidays. So please reach out to me if you need help, and here's to a productive week.